Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 11th episode of Mahou Shoujo Ore. So, in the last episode, we got a little bit of backstory on Saki's mother, as well as how she met, who I presume is Saki's father. So that was nice, and the meeting between Kokoro and stuff like that. But more importantly, what we got with this episode were some pretty big reveals. Like the fact that Hyoa actually is like the next fairy king, I guess, the fairy prince. And also manager turns out to actually be the evil overlord of this anime, like the main antagonist, the final boss. So that's pretty interesting, to say the least. And yeah, I'm interested to see where we go from here, so let's watch it. 3, 2, 1, play. Of course, right now from here, when Kokoro finds out who this Hyoa they've been talking about this whole time actually is. And then his phone goes off. Well, everything is a vibration function. Just ask Yang. There's an echo out here. I don't like you any more than I did before. I hope you know that, Hyoa. In fact, him being a fairy king, now that I think about it, it's a bit less surprising than it seemed initially. But you know, he's come out of the closet now, so it's all good. Everything's out in the open. I set my water way farther away than I should have. And you've been lying to us this whole time, manager. Sparkles. Nope. Yeah. The big muscles that he likes. Yeah, that fairy tradition. Not really, no. Yeah, Masaki on that. Very extended, apparently. Probably. I know, right? You know, like a fairy dar. Yes? Well, I'm sure. Oh my god. Uh... That's a good point. Kokoro is the only one that said anything. But yeah, it's kind of just a loophole. Yes. Fidget, fidget. Fidget, fidget. I just kind of invited myself into that role. Hope you guys don't mind. Rooftop concert. Sounds fun. Well, That kind of ruins it. Like, that completely ruins it. uh, like, trying to do out for a compliment there. I don't know, there might be a bit more to the story. Was a picture of him with the demons and yeah. I mean, just take a good look at the pixels. Worst collaboration. He has something, alright. And there we go. He wandered off somewhere. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Probably. No guarantees, though. Just report a lost child missing. Okay, that's bad. We're in a bad situation now. We are definitely reaching the climax. Wow, the posing. uh, Magical Girl final battle. Yeah, it really is setting that up to be the final arc, the conclusion. This is episode 11. I assume it's a 12 episode show. And what are you doing to the characters? It's like lowering their budget. Wow. You do not have my understanding. Yeah, I'm sure it has. Wow. No, that was just usual animation budget problems. But that self-awareness is interesting, though. Why is he wearing a mask? Is he trying to protect his secret identity? Except for your magical girls who can vanquish me. Slightly bruised. My god, Sakuyo and Saki both look just, ugh. I can't even pay attention to the subtitles looking at their faces. Wow. Clearly. But we'll do it anyway. Got very quiet. Of course. I mean, and look on Sakuyo's face. Nothing was gonna stop them from going. That's one of their brother and the other's love interest, so, you know. Have you tried, flex tape, whatever it's called? And here we go, magical girl mode. Enter that gates. And they close behind them. My god, those eyes. His faces are hideous. I disagree with a lot of those hashtags. Already, it's been like 5 seconds. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, but considering the demons we're dealing with, it makes a good amount of sense. Yeah, called Mahou Shoujo Ore. Uh, I think we found the final boss chamber. I don't know what gives me that idea, but it's just... Oh wow, they even have a save point outside the door. That's really convenient. And it just confirms that it is indeed the final boss room. Oh no. What was that one? Blastoise. Some of them look like demonish versions of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Well, you know, monsters and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Are you just gonna throw them into the door? There you go. Who needs to find a key? Ow. Why did you try to kill me? You say that after you chucked him through a door. That's a good point. Yeah, we haven't brought it up in a while. Mohiro, but you became a magical girl for Saki. Because you love her. Want to do many wonderful Yuri things with her, but we haven't really had that nearly enough in the show. Yeah, set him straight. Oh my god. Is that gonna be what you make do with? Get as much love as you can out of that little Saki doll? Wow. Why did you put this in my hand? Uh, well, it's like you're not even apart, yeah. We'll always be together like this. Indeed. Now just imagine Sakio just licking that doll as she fights with one hand and... Exactly. If this wasn't a comedy anime, I would assume Sakio would die here, but I'm sure she'll be fine. There we go, that's what I wanted to hear. That's what Sakio wanted to hear. Which he probably is, but I'll believe what I want to believe, my headcanon. Oh my god. I like that she just had those on her. Like at all times. Oh my god. It stuck to her. I can imagine so. Yeah, they'd be quite sticky. Uh, and here we go. Fight with the power of Saki love that surrounds you all over. Well, he's got the bad guy aura down. We already knew that. I'm not sure why you're saying that like it's a surprise. Oh, is he gonna reveal his identity? I wonder who he could be. Oh my god, it's the manager! I am shocked. My mind is just blown right now. I mean, did you guys see that coming? I sure didn't. How can she possibly hope to fight the manager she cares so much about? My god, the camera crew and everything. It really is like a show. Okay, full on, it's like a show. But I mean, the show wouldn't be over yet until they had their fights. Uh, just punch him. Wow. Uh, all for this. That didn't sound very convincing. The heart still being there bugs me a little bit. Oh, the World Invasion Department. This actually guys reminds me a little bit of Yu Yu Hakusho. You know, the toddler character that rules Spirit World. Oh god. I mean, that one's not too bad. I mean, the heart's like over the hair. It just why? I mean, yeah, they're not gonna find a better use of your time than that. Let's be honest. Those voices coming from these characters is just foiling our plans. How dare those magical girls do that? I know, right? Aren't you like a boss? I guess that's admirable. Then he opens up the evil-looking gateway, and wow, it's like he's going on a hike. Uh, of course it was. That we know what his true motivation is. Yeah, at least we know that's not a lie. Though I didn't think it was. He was pretty passionate about that. Hey, Nico, Nico. Shikashi. That the human world sucked. Oh, Saki's mother. Yeah, it's about retirement time. Hmm. A little bit disillusioned. Don't you hate it when that happens? But that's life for you. Yeah, magical girls, not magical old ladies. A hard upper limit. And then he wandered. Find a purpose in life. Oh god. He does it bad. I hate that heart so much. It just does not make sense to me. It's like a sticker. A badly placed sticker. No surprises there. Doesn't that suck? Maybe try becoming a YouTuber. At some point. Uh, well, that's nice at least. And one day they became magical girls. A lot. Well, that's a good way to solve the problem. Didn't get to read all of that, but I think I get the idea. Just the closest one. Them. Yes, make a contract with me. I'll get your soul gem and everything, it'd be great. Oh, really subtle there, just sneakily shoot a giant laser beam from your back. I'm sure nobody will see that. Yeah, with the power of love and all that. Yeah, I can accept her being a man, but being that old is a deal breaker there. Question mark. I still love the question mark. And again, and another one, and another one. Of course. Which explains why they got so much coverage. So it was all a giant marketing stunt. Publicity stunt. Magic Girl idols. Sounds like such a wonderful thing until you realize they're more guy than girl. He's not wrong. Okay, now we're getting the fights. Just make sure to punch that hard first. Title drop. And man, meanwhile, Sakuyo's still wrecking faces. That's such a terrible looking Saki plushie. That was a bit creepy. Yeah, I love Sakuyo as well. Well, I mean, we got a lot of manager backstory this episode. And some, RPG parody stuff. Like having a save point right outside the boss's room. There's some other anime that made a joke about that, but I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. I think might have been Pop Team Epic. Looking good there. So that was the 11th episode of Mahou Shoujo Ore. And this episode, we continued our talk with Hyoa, the fairy prince. Pretty much learned a little bit more about him. But yeah, more importantly was the manager, who has definitely made his move. He captured Mujirou successfully this time after like 11,000 failed attempts. And has him as a hostage, appears on TV, challenges the magical girls, basically saying, hey, come get me if you dare. Moo ha 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 ha, I am so evil. That kind of thing. So they do, despite the fact this is quite obviously a trap, because, they both loved the person that was kidnapped, so they were obviously both gonna go. And obviously, Sakuya also loves Saki, so if Saki's gonna go, that increases even more for Sakuya, so the point is they are both gonna go. And that's what they did. So, there's a lot of cannon fodder to deal with, a lot of low-level minion demons, so Sakuya opted to fight them off while Saki goes on ahead to the final boss. And to do this, Sakuya just chucked Saki through the door, greatly injuring her head, obviously, and said, no, go, I'll be fine, I'll hold them off. He's like, no, but you'll be weak without me. He's like, no, 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 no. You don't understand. I got this. I have this plushie of you, as well as 1,000 pictures of you that I always keep in my person. That'll completely surround the battlefield, so I'll be full of Saki love power the entire time. I'll be able to fight them off amazingly well. And I even give you a Sakuyo plushie thing, so, you know, maybe give you a little bit extra boost as well, just so you won't forget about me on the off chance that I do die here. So, go. I'll be fine. That was essentially how that scene went. And then, you know, Saki said, I love you, and then went on ahead. And then she met up with our boss, who actually was sitting there all ready for them, saying the stereotypical, you know, final boss lines like, oh, I'm surprised you got this far, yada yada yada. And then he actually revealed his identity by taking off his mask, and it turns out he was a manager of their auto group the entire time. So pretty much like head explosions for all of the audience watching this, I'm sure. And that's about when the manager, well, first the manager, you had to see the camera crew and everything revealing it's just kind of a show, you know, not a real thing. And then the manager decided to give us his live story. So apparently when he used to be the director of the Otherworld, what do they call it? Otherworld Invasion Department, something like that. He was a director of that, and he was looking incredibly bored sitting on his desk. And then they talked to him a bit. Well, first they talked about like various creatures they captured and forced them to do horrible things. That was interesting. But then he talked about the magical girls and, you know, pretty much like, hey, they're really foiling all of our plans. We got to deal with this. Like, oh, magical girls, you say, you know, I don't want to put you guys in danger or anything, so I'll be a good boss and I'll take care of this personally. Put myself at risk because that's just how much I care about you guys. Like, oh, boss, you're amazing. You're willing to go that far for us? Like, yes. And then he leaves like, haha, magical girls. I'll finally be able to get to meet them. I'll stop being bored. I'll get to live out my dream of playing with magical girls. This is great. Then he gets to the human world. He sees a magical girl, and it's an old guy. That's pretty soul-crushing right there. And his soul was thoroughly crushed. He went full neat. He lost all motivation in life, and just, yeah, it was a bad position. However, he did eventually discover, like, a better magical girl. Not perfect, but it's still not really a girl, but it's closer to being a magical girl than what he saw last time, so I guess that was enough for him. So then from there he pretty much went to trying to, you know, he really liked the two magical girls he was managing, and did his best to increase their popularity, and I mean that's really all it really was. Went out of his way to orchestrate all the media attention and everything to try to get their popularity up and up and up, make sure it never really dropped, and then make use of it when it was at its peak, is pretty much what he said. And that was pretty much the episode, and they were kind of teasing that we're going to get our fight in the next episode, which is cool. We also had some little scenes here and there that were funny, like when they commented about like dropping the animation budget to just get on with the story, and they weren't exaggerating. Some of those faces were absolutely hideous. Just it was actually kind of funny how the Prisma girls like taking pictures. I was like, oh my god, we're so hideous. Let's take pictures up and post it on Twitter, because you know that's what we girls would do. Also, the things with the Fujimotos, like when they were taking pictures of the gates all around city, they were like doing weird poses and stuff with it, that's so true. That's what people would do. And yeah, that was really it. The next episode is the final episode, and I look forward to it, I suppose. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, the Dragon of Oshu, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon, and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.